for helping me utilize my throat chakra. Okay. Got me up all night. Hello, hello. I'm Sarai, and we are really starting off this year reinventing ourselves. God has been blessing us with so many opportunities, but that also comes with a lot of lessons because we are changing and transforming into the person that is meant to live the lives that we desire. So I hope that throughout the year I can help you understand and process these lessons as God is sending us all this different energy for us to work with. So for February, we are starting out in Aquarius season. Aquarius being that air sign that's known for their bold individuality, but their very amicable nature. And on February 18th, we will be transitioning into Pisces season. Pisces is the water sign, and they're known for being big dreamers, very warm and loving. So there's a lot going on in February astrologically and energetically. Let's get into it. After lots of thorough research, I found that the energy that I picked up on was in alignment with the planetary aspects that will be occurring this month, and I don't believe in coincidences, so this lets me know that these messages are really important for the collective in order to help us raise our vibrations, and our spiritual teams were determined to get through to us. So the first message that I picked up on for the month of February is to release energy over things you cannot control. And this is going to change your life so much. This month, we might find ourselves naturally more reactive to things. We are starting the month right on the 1st with the moon in Scorpio square Pluto in Aquarius. Just a reminder, here on Earth, we feel energetic conflict whenever planets are squaring each other. So we want to be mindful at this time of giving our energy only to things that we can control. Throughout this video, I will display on the screen the different planetary aspects or tarot cards that go with the messages. But this month you want to be really mindful of what you give your energy to. So if you can, try to pay attention to what your default setting is, as in what emotion do you start your day with. If it is a positive emotion, try to hold on to your peace throughout the day. So let's say you start out here and you feel yourself about to emotionally react to something that would lower you to here, aka lowering your energetic vibration. Try to process those emotions as best you can and release them to stay in alignment with whatever you authentically start out as. This is your starting point. This is kind of how you want to gauge how your emotions play out throughout the day. You want it to stay at that nice, happy medium. So if you feel yourself getting a little bit out of balance as far as your emotions, you can ask yourself, am I reacting to something that I can control? If not, why am I so invested in it? Or if it is something that you control, did I do everything I possibly can to fix this situation? This will help you bring yourself back into your emotional, energetic alignment. Now, if when waking up your default emotions are a little bit more on the negative side, don't ignore those feelings, because more often than not, throughout the day you'll have different emotions and energies and circumstances that just pile on top of what you started with, and you will accidentally become a ticking time bomb of reactionary energy of sorts. So ask yourself, what caused you to feel this way, and is there anything in your control that you can do to bring yourself back into balance? By releasing your attachments to things outside of your control, you are increasing your emotional awareness and intelligence. This will help you reclaim your energy that you unintentionally give away throughout the day. So there was also some tarot energy that came out when I was doing the energy reading that was in alignment with this message. So firstly, Four of Swords came out upright to remind us that we can't really move forward from a situation or a lesson without releasing the emotions. Yes, you want to remember what you learned, you want to do things differently going forward, but you don't want to hold on to the emotions from that situation or you will end up being triggered and unhealed and moving from a place of trauma instead of a place of learning and really soaking in, okay, this is what happened, this is what I learned from it, this is how I will be differently in these circumstances. Five of Pentacles came out in reverse, telling us to heal from the scarcity mindset, the mindset of lack. So we can't control the lessons and the situations that life sends us, but we can control how we think about it and how we react to those different circumstances. And from my Goddess Oracle deck, stillness came out in reverse as well, reminding us that stillness does not always equal stagnancy, and it's up to us to perceive it in a way that is more positive and more productive, and to use this time of rest to heal and to plan for a better future. It's time to start believing that your thoughts are powerful enough to influence your reality. So be very mindful of how you're thinking about life this month. So some affirmations to help you be mindful of the things you can and can't control and not giving away too much of your energy. My energy is protected and completely my own. I release all reactions and respond in alignment with my peace. I only allow positive energy, thoughts, and vibrations to flow through me. The next message I received from our spiritual teams is to practice more forms of self-love. I think right now it's really common and kind of trendy to practice these very soft and glamorous forms of self-love, and there's nothing wrong with that, but it goes so much deeper than just pampering yourself. Something that I think isn't talked about enough in regards to self-love is protecting yourself. And I don't necessarily mean physically protecting yourself, but emotionally and energetically protecting yourself. This month we will be given opportunities to stand up for ourselves, to set boundaries, and to demand the respect that we deserve. Side note though, like 10 days into February, if you can plan a traditional self-care day, I would, because on that day, Mercury in Aquarius will be squaring Jupiter in Taurus, which could make us feel a little bit lazier, so just keep that in mind. But anyways, only you know all the internal work you're doing to improve yourself. And sometimes when you're doing that work in silence, the people around you will have very old expectations of how they think you should exist in the world. They're attached to that old version of you, so much so that they don't see this very evolved person standing in front of them. It's a form of self-love to reject those projections and show up as your authentic self. It's a form of self-love to protect yourself from harmful energy and set boundaries with those who are lucky enough to be in your life. Maybe you are just now finding your confidence to stand up for yourself, or you're just now realizing how to verbally state the things that you truly want. Either way, know that utilizing your throat chakra, the energetic center of communication, is perfectly self-loving. Knowing how to balance being compassionate and respectful to your loved ones while also being authentic to your true self and demanding respect in return is a skill set that will be easier for us to learn in February. So, in regards to tarot, Three of Cups came out in reverse, which speaks of conformity and not allowing, and not allowing others to bulldoze over us, which happens when we're unable to set proper boundaries. Also, the Knight of Swords came out in reverse, which indicated that we may be faced with heavy criticism from those that we love and trust in the month of February, and needing to protect ourselves from being influenced by this type of energy. So, some throat chakra affirmations for you that you might find helpful in February. I claim and honor my true voice. I speak with clarity and confidence. I uplift myself and others through honest communication. I thought I would use this commercial break to explain how I do my tarot energy readings, since I've gotten some inquiries for readings from those who've never received one before. Each tarot reader does their own thing. I like to consider the tarot and oracle cards as a tool to communicate with God and with my spiritual team. I believe that my spiritual team consists of angels, ancestors, and beings from different dimensions who guide and protect me every single day. I've been reading tarot consistently for about 4 years now, and the more I do it, the easier it is to pick up on the energy in these readings. It's so much deeper than the images on the cards or the written words, and once you've done tarot for a while, you really start to feel the tangible energy within you, and you can feel your connection with God strengthening. So you can visualize tarot readings as a portal of communication, and as you can imagine, you have to be very careful and intentional when doing readings. I like to start by cleansing my energy so I have a clean plate and my own emotions don't influence the readings. Then I will meditate to ground myself so I can stay focused, because sometimes the message can come out really chaotically with multiple beings trying to get their message out. And then I will pray for protection, clarity, and wisdom, and that God uses me as a vessel to communicate with the collective. When I'm doing personal one-on-one readings, I always ask the person if I have permission to connect with their energy, whether I know them or not, because consent is really important in this field. But I ask to connect with their energy so that I have access to their spiritual team, and this is why my clients find my readings so accurate. When I do a general reading for the collective, I open up the line of communication to any energy that resonates with what's going on in the world right now, and if they have a piece of wisdom they can lend us. Readings can be really draining, but so fulfilling when you make sense of the message and the bigger picture. So yeah, that's for anyone who is curious. Let's get back to it then. The third message that our spiritual teams had for us for the month of February is to stand firm in our individual authenticity. While we need to be more aware of protecting ourselves from really influential energy of this month, we also need to be really sure of our own identity. A lot of us may be really used to allowing projections from other people into our lives, and this can create really unhealthy power dynamics within our relationships. So a need for balance within those relationships will be really highlighted this month. We're going to feel really determined to get things done with the new moon in Aquarius happening on February 9th, but we also need to be mindful of, is this something that we really want, or is this something that we feel is expected of us? Venus, the planetary ruler of relationships and finances, will enter Aquarius on the 16th of February, kickstarting a shift in our relationships and how we interact with people. And Mercury enters Pisces on the 23rd, indicating a more emotionally authentic depth to the conversations that we're having. As far as tarot, our teams had a lot to say about sticking true to our authenticity. So as far as tarot, Knight of Pentacles coming out in reverse wants us to ask ourselves, is all the work we're doing in life worth it? Are we working towards something that's really going to be fulfilling to us? Or are we just pouring all of this energy into meeting the expectations of other people? Also, Two of Cups came out in reverse to tell us to be mindful of unequal dynamics in our relationships. We want to make sure that the energy we're giving out is being reciprocated. Page of Swords also came out in reverse and warns us that when we take in too many projections, we end up feeling caged in and like we're lacking direction. So in order to reclaim your power, in order to gain clarity, you need your authenticity to shine brighter than the opinions of others. And from the Goddess Oracle deck, Alliance came out in reverse, with the energy of unequal relationship dynamics and how conforming to the expectations of others gives you this false sense of security and safety in doing what is expected, but in reality, you're betraying yourself by not prioritizing your own true needs. And to add to that message from the Angel Oracle deck, we have the Take Charge and Action card that came out with the Courage and Bravery card. And I know it must seem scary to take yourself out of your comfort zone, to try things that you've never done before, and to use your voice in a way that people are not expecting you to use it. But you owe it to yourself to live your most authentic life possible. Your spiritual team is telling you that angels are divinely guiding and protecting you right now, and you are not doing this alone. So summon your bravery and take back control of your life. Some affirmations to help you honor your authenticity. I honor myself by saying no to things that are not authentic. What others say about me does not define me. I am who God created me to be. I will remove myself from environments where my voice is not heard or respected. The last message I have for us from our spiritual teams is to pay close attention to our intuition. During Pisces season, our intuition is definitely heightened, and we have more access to spiritual information by way of our dreams and different artistic muses. On February 5th, Mercury in Aquarius will conjunct Pluto in Aquarius. And conjunct simply means that both planets are in the same sign, so it's just really doubling down on that Aquarius energy. So with the transition from Aquarius season to Pisces season, our focus will redirect back to ourselves, meaning within the last few weeks we could have been very focused on global matters and trying to raise the collective vibration. Pisces season will remind us that once we elevate our own individual vibration, it's going to do that domino effect, and in turn the collective vibration will elevate as well. It starts within and then it spreads outward. We will be motivated to dream bigger and to push ourselves further than we ever thought we'd be capable of achieving. No dream or manifestation is too out of reach in the month of February, so dare yourself to go after every authentic desire you have. It's way more attainable than you think. So with Tarot, the Chariot, the Ace of Pentacles, and the Sun card all came out upright, and they come with such beautiful energy. This is letting us know that February will be abundant, prosperous, full of celebrations, joy, success, if we allow it. We have to reject those projections, insecurities, the fears that we spoke of earlier. Your heart's desires are your birthright, or else God would not have put them in your heart. So claim it. Declare that you will have everything you want from life. And from the Goddess Oracle deck, Communion came out in reverse. And she's speaking of the need to pay attention to our intuition and what lights our fire, and to pay close attention to the red flags in order to not have to relive lessons from our very recent past. February is asking that we be really present and really mindful of the things that's going on around us. From that same deck, the Goddess of Revelations came out to speak of synchronicities and paying close attention to different repeating things in our life, like numbers, names, different things that people say. The synchronicities are to bring you into alignment. So, like I said before, nothing is a coincidence. Keep your eye open for those things. The Death and Magic card also came out to encourage us to allow those transformations to flow in. Death in tarot or in oracle decks is never usually seen as a bad thing. It's always talking about transformation, so shedding the old dead skin to make way from that beautiful, luscious, glowy new skin. So that's what we're being encouraged to do, to allow these transformations to guide us to the greatness that we're trying to manifest. We have to change, we have to release, we have to keep evolving in order to reach our highest version of ourselves, in order to live that version of our life that we're desiring right now. Some affirmations to help you enhance your intuition. I always have access to divine guidance. I surrender my resistance and allow the universe to give me what I need. I release all blockages that obscure my inner guidance system. I really hope you enjoyed the video. I know it was a lengthy one. Please feel free to comment what you look forward to most from the month of February. I really look forward to making more content for you guys. I'm having a new moon video that will happen around February 9th. That's when the new moon is, and then there'll be a full moon on February 24th. And I'll also make meditation videos to go along with the energy that I pick up from those moon phases. So keep your eyes open for those. My very next video, I'm going to go into detail about all of the first of the month rituals that I do to bless my home and to stay very spiritually mindful for the month ahead. If you liked this video, please leave me a like and share with your friends and family if you think they could use a little bit of spiritual guidance. I'll talk to you soon. Venus, the planetary ruler of relationships and finances, what is she doing? Will enter Aquarius on the 16th. Lord God, it's late. Okay,